Of being a juror on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial, and I wish to remain anonymous, but I thought I'd give some insight on my thoughts about the trial, and everything she was saying came off like bull.
So, unless you've been living under a rock, I'm pretty sure most of you know about the Johnny Depp Amber Heard case, the continuing and let's not forget highly public and unpleasant defamation dispute between stars Johnny Depp and Amber Heard has dominated headline after headline for the past few weeks. The trial was live-streamed, giving us unprecedented access to the darkest moments of their relationship, a stark contrast to Depp's previous UK-based trial in which he lost his case against the Sun newspaper after they labeled him a wife-beater, a charge that ardent Depp supporters, as well as the actor himself, continue to contest. Jurors deliberating on the outcome of Johnny Depp's defamation suit against Amber Heard announced on Wednesday that they had reached a decision after 13 hours of deliberation. And so, luckily for us JD fans, Johnny Depp has won. But in today's video, we will be taking a look at what jury members say as to why they let Johnny Depp win. Make sure to watch till the end of the video cause things get spicy. Also, before we continue with the video, please do make sure to like, share, and subscribe with post notifications of course. And make sure to check out our channel too. Well, after the video, duh. Now, the first thing is that we have received information from an unidentified man who claims to have been one of the 7 jurors from the Heard-Depp trial through a TikTok. He says everything she was saying came off like bullish.
And everything she was saying came off like bull.
Jeez. He also said that the jury or the jurors say that they felt that Amber Heard was unreliable, expressing that she was someone who seemed like they would gaslight and manipulate people. He claimed that they all unanimously agreed that Johnny Depp was more credible. However, something interesting to note is that they actually believed he was indeed guilty of physical abuse. Still, they don't think that he was the one who truly initiated it. The man also explains why the jurors awarded Johnny Depp with $15 million and Amber Heard with $2 million, stating that the reason for it was based on accountability. Also, they mentioned that the original or initial sums they wanted seemed rather unrealistic. The man went on to say that Amber Heard's credibility was apparently scotched when it was found that the $3.5 million that she claimed she would give to the ACLU were never in fact paid. Now, if you don't know what scotched means, then neither do I. So let's do a quick Google search, shall we? Here, scotch. Decisively put an end to. Well, that makes sense, I guess. Now about the defamation trial, the jury of 5 men and 2 women easily let Johnny Depp win. Though one thing they did rule for Amber Heard was that she was defamed when Depp's attorney Adam Waldman said in an interview that she and her friends set the actor up with an ambush, a hoax, on the night of an argument between the couple in May 2016. Despite the fact that the case was about defamation, the trial resembled a second divorce proceeding for the couple who were divorced in Los Angeles in 2016. During evidence, salacious facts of drug usage, travels on the Orient Express, and fights on private flights and on Depp's private island frequently overshadow the First Amendment problems at hand. Following the verdicts, that is, of this case, there was a deluge of criticism on the verdict's ramifications, assuming any exist. Attorney Areva Martin, speaking on CNN, said the conviction sets women back and will have a chilling effect on those eager to come forward with domestic abuse allegations. However, in the weeks leading up to the trial, some analysts warned against reading too much into the proceedings, which provided the public with a rare view into the world of celebrity. Via his spokesperson, the former Pirates of the Caribbean star said, 6 years ago, my life, the life of my children, the lives of those closest to me, and also the lives of the people who for many, many years have supported and believed in me were forever changed. All in the blink of an eye. False, very serious, and criminal allegations were levied at me via the media, which triggered an endless barrage of hateful content, although no charges were ever brought against me. It had already traveled around the world twice, with a nanosecond, and it had a seismic impact on my life and my career. And 6 years later, the jury gave me my life back. I am truly humbled. You can see how much his life changed within 6 years. Depp continued to say, my decision to pursue this case, knowing very well the height of the legal hurdles that I would be facing and the inevitable worldwide spectacle into my life, was only made after considerable thought. From the very beginning, the goal of bringing this case was to reveal the truth, regardless of the outcome. Speaking the truth was something that I owed to my children and to all those who have remained steadfast in their support of me. I feel at peace knowing I have finally accomplished that. This might have also been one of the reasons the jury let him win the case, as he wasn't in it for the money, but rather just for the whole world to know the real truth. I am and have been overwhelmed by the outpouring of love and the colossal support and kindness from around the world. I hope that my quest to have the truth be told will have helped others, men or women, who have found themselves in my situation, and that those supporting them never give up. I also hope that the position will now return to innocent until proven guilty, both within the courts and in the media. I wish to acknowledge the noble work of the judge, the jurors, the court staff, and the sheriffs who have sacrificed their own time to get to this point, and to my diligent and unwavering legal team who did an extraordinary job in helping me to share the truth. The best is yet to come, and a new chapter has finally begun. Veritas numquam perit. Truth never perishes. Wow, what a great speech. Depp, I know you're an actor, but dang, that speech was on a whole nother level. You have 7 individuals in a jury who bring with them their own baggage, says Amber Melville Brown, who followed both trials as the head of the US media and reputation team at an international law firm Withers. A judge may be more used to dissociating themselves from the evidence, where maybe a group of lay people is less able to do so. As we have somewhat mentioned earlier in the video, the verdict indicates that the jurors disagreed with Heard's primary thesis of the case, which was that if there was even one incident of abuse, she should win since her assertions would be accurate. Depp claims that Heard fabricated her injuries, which he documented with images and audio recordings in order to advance her career, by claiming her #MeToo moment influenced the jury. They believed Heard had lied about every incident of abuse. Awesome. Way to go, Johnny. Posts supporting Heard were significantly less popular than the #JusticeForJohnny movement. As of Thursday, Depp's post-trial Instagram message to followers got 17 million likes, while Heard's statement had around 300,000. As the trial progressed, Heard was aggressively criticized by influencers who thought she fabricated her testimony, alleging Depp had abused her several times. Despite explaining that she had to stop making the donations, which were to be paid over several years, to pay for litigation costs, she was labeled a liar for failing to follow through on her promise to donate the entirety of her $7 million divorce settlement to the American Civil Liberties Union and Children's Hospital Los Angeles. I'm told that the jurors couldn't have avoided all the Johnny Depp fans in and around the courthouse, and didn't avoid all the social media chatter in favor of him, Freeman said. It's not unrealistic to think that that had an effect on them. If it did, that's problematic. An attorney called Bernick asked, "How do 7 minds all agree that this was a false statement? It seems more likely that the jury went in and all kind of said, 'We believe Johnny and don't believe Amber.'" Honestly, everyone who is watching the video, let me tell you something. Most people couldn't have predicted how the trial would turn into a major cultural event, consuming social media feeds and spawning a slew of accounts dedicated to slamming Heard and praising Depp. According to some recent analyses, the verdict is a death blow to the movement. Some contend, on the other side, that not every incident of gendered abuse poses an existential threat to a broad, popular social movement. But it's becoming increasingly difficult to say that the trial, which sparked the kind of bigotry we've seen in the past during the events like Gamergate, was unimportant. Mary Ann Franks, a law professor at the University of Miami who focuses on the First Amendment and technology, says, "I've just seen so many people bragging about how they weren't paying attention to it, as if that was some kind of badge of honor," which is quite interesting to think about, isn't it? You see, even after everything we talked about today, the events that happened will still be the same. The outcome will be the same, and everything will be the same. But that is truly the beauty of this. The Depp Heard case at a first glance seems like a normal divorce issue, but if you really look into it, you can see all the hidden details for yourself too. And hey, I'm certain that all of us are glad about the memes and the laughs we got, like how cool Johnny Depp was during the entire thing, or my personal favorite favorite meme from this entire thing, the famous "my dog stepped on a bee." Well, that being said, we have reached the end of the video. Hope you all enjoyed yourselves with this one. Also, be sure to like and subscribe with post notifications so that you will not miss out on any further awesome videos like this one. And make sure to comment down below what you think of the case. Do you think Johnny deserved more than the $15 million he got? Let me know what you guys think. Till then, stay tuned guys, and we will see y'all next time. Bye folks!